We always have Sunday dinner. Sunday was family day.
So Sunday dinner was very, very important to us, and we always were together.
There was never an invitation for Sunday dinners. It was an automatic thing. You didn't be invited. You had to be there.
Sunday, you had to stay home. But if anybody wanted to come over, that was fine.
Whoever we were with on a Sunday just was invited to the table. You just kept moving and putting chairs in.
And so they got to witness what we just took for granted.
And the door was always open. And Arlene always had somebody living here that wasn't related, but the boys had a friend that needed a place to stay. The girls had a friend that needed a place to stay. They were always welcome here.
We had many people live with us for long periods of time.
We had a guy living here for months. His mother used to call here and find out how he was.
There was one boy I kept because every time he went home to his mother, he'd get in trouble. So I kept him here.
It was never a question why anybody was there. It didn't matter why anybody was there. But they always had a home.
Sunday morning, my mother would look out the front window and see whose cars were there to figure out how much breakfast she had to make. And so the same thing happened with Sunday dinner.
If Mom was making a meatloaf, it became a meatloaf, it became a meatloaf.
The greatest thing was that my mother was so willing for the company, and certainly Dad was interested in whoever was there because he'd ask them 1,000 questions.
My father always sat at the head of the table, and everybody would always flock to that part of the table.
Everybody would talk. Everybody would get into conversations. And it would last the whole afternoon.
There were conflicts sometimes because people would sit at that end of the table, and it was like, oh, no, those chairs belong to us. That's where we belong.